Hey, it's Susan Berkley from GreatVoice.com with another edition of the Inside Voiceover e-zine. And this week the subject is how to fake it till you make it. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, just about everybody who's in show business has done exactly that. In fact, every successful person. So the reason that I'm talking about this is because a common question that beginners often get from prospects as they try to promote their voiceover services is, what have you done before? And this is kind of a dreaded question for a beginner because it's like humana, 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 you start to stammer because you really don't have that experience. But let me just shift focus for a second and tell you about the prospect's point of view. They're trying to protect their hiney, to put it politely, because they've been burned before by hiring newcomers who make them look bad in the studio, people who break down, who aren't prepared, or who don't show up. So that's where that question comes from, because if you're a voice buyer, you've got a client, a customer on your shoulders making sure you get the job done right. And if they pick the wrong talent, they're going to be embarrassed. So that's why they have to ask that question. But that doesn't mean that you can't come back with some perfectly reasonable responses, okay? So there are three ways to handle that question. Number one is never ask them what they think about your demo. That is a question that screams, I'm a beginner, I'm uncertain, I don't have any confidence. So never ask them what they think about your demo. The right way to ask that question is, did you hear anything on my demo that was appropriate for you or your company? Much more professional way to handle that. Second thing you want to do is in your marketing materials and on your website, include testimonials. So you might think, well, I haven't done any work before, so how am I getting testimonials, somebody to speak on my behalf? Well, your coach, like us, when we work with our coaching customers and we do your demo for you, you can ask me to write a testimonial because I've worked with you in the studio, and I'll happily sign that for you. And the third thing, and this is wording, 5 words you need to remember when they say to you, what have you done before? You say, my demo says it all. Is that 5 words? My demo says it all. Yeah, because it does. I mean, if you were able to produce that demo and sound great in the studio, you'll be able, hopefully be able to perform in the studio in a real situation. But that's why coaching is important, because most studios can make you sound good, but the question is, are you going to be able to perform when people are directing you? So that's why it's important to get some really great coaching. Speaking of which, our next boot camp is coming up. We have a few more seats. It's June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd in New York City. All the information is right here in the Inside Voiceover e-newsletter. And if you hurry, you can snag one of those seats. We'd love to work with you.